Assalamu alaikum, Pakistan. Welcome to the almost serious show where the news is real, but our patience for nonsense is not. Tonight, we're serving headlines hotter than Karachi's streets in June and more twisted than your uncle's WhatsApp forward messages. Tonight, we're serving you a full platter. Terrorists who forgot their own plot, Taliban promising to behave, spoiler probably not, cricketers who've suddenly forgotten their roots, and yes, even the President of the United States flying fighter jets to dump virtual poop on his citizens. Plus, we've got Karachi giving us 80 kilograms of undead chicken and the planet itself racing like a taxi on Shahrahe Faisal so fast we might lose a second of your life by 2029. So buckle up tonight. We're going full roast, full sarcasm and full chaos, and I am Munib Hamid. Welcome to the only show in Pakistan that brings you news with roasts and toasts. So let's start with Bagram blunders. They call it base and the blame games, right? So all right, ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan. Let's talk about Shandana Gulzar and her latest hot take. According to her, Pakistan supposedly launched a war against Afghanistan. It was a master plan. And then a plot twist. Afghanistan gave us a crushing response. And of course, who's responsible for this alleged disaster? None other than Shahbaz Sharif's government. Classic. Because if you can't win an argument, just blame the sitting government. Works every time, right? So let's unpack this. Step 1. Declare a war that only exists in your imagination. Step 2. Assign blame like a magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Step 3. Announce to the nation that we got crushed. But don't worry, your commentary is still top-notch. Honestly, Shandana, your statements are like Karachi traffic updates, loud, dramatic, and mostly terrifying without actually meaning anything. And it is complete nonsense, misinformation, and lies. So here is the takeaway. So if giving unsolicited political advice were an Olympics, Shandana Gulzar would have made more gold than Pakistan has ever made, you know? And then Shandana Gulzar is claiming that Afghanistan crushed Pakistan in the war. Can you imagine this? This is the Pakistani politician from the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf who is spreading lies, deceit, and is making a fool out of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf followers. Afghanistan crushed us and we don't even know. They were raising white flags and it was us who was crushed. They were begging for a ceasefire, but according to Shandana Gulzar, it was Pakistan who was crushed. We are raising our flags on their posts, but no, according to PTI and Shandana Gulzar, it is Pakistan who got crushed by the Afghans. This woman needs immediate mental care. And another guy who needs mental care is Modi. So, Pakistan, grab your popcorn because India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi just delivered a Diwali special speech that's basically action movie trailer meets self-praise. And this time, Diwali special attending an INS Vikrant, claiming the name alone gives Pakistan sleepless nights. Yes, the name apparently. So there's no missile, no soldiers, just the name. Terrorizing imagination, Indian style. Just imagine that, huh? So remember Operation Banyan al-Marsus? Or how India gave national awards for heroic acts like Abhinandan being captured, then released and suddenly called a war hero. Same energy here. Pakistan is supposed to quake because Modi named a ship. Honestly, Modi, if a name keeps Pakistan awake, just imagine what would happen if INS Vikrant actually fired anything. Oh wait, last time we tried, Abhinandan came back with a selfie and a cup of tea in his hand, calling it fantastic. So congratulations. India INS Vikrant is now officially a step, is a sleep aid for your own citizens, giving national pride speeches while the rest of the world laughs. We'll sleep just fine, Pakistanis, but we'll make sure that you don't sleep fine. We always do that. So this was, Modi giving a threat to Pakistan and forgetting his own meme when he said, Pakistan ne hum pe hi hamla kar diya. How ridiculous are you guys? This is what happens when you drink 3 glasses of cow piss every day. It affects your mental capacity. So we've got other stories as well now. So guys, Pakistan's Frontier Corps just busted a terror group called Fitna al-Khawarij. Yeah. The name literally sounds like a Marvel villain that did not make the cut. They caught an Afghan national, Naimatullah, trained as a suicide bomber. But halfway through training, the guy suddenly realizes what Pakistani soldiers are Muslims too. And that, my friends, is what we call a late enlightenment. He was part of a group of 40 young men recruited from Afghanistan madrasas being used to train terrorists, unfortunately. Brainwashed to think that killing Muslims was somehow serving Islam and he is going to get his hoors when he, explodes and goes to Jannah. And imagine you go to Jannah and Allah is like, you killed innocent Muslim civilians. You burned children to ashes. Why? It's like some mullah told me to do that. Did you read the Quran? Oh, no. Did you read the hadith? Oh, no, I didn't. Then who did you trust? Oh, that illiterate man who has no education and who has been preaching his own curated, transcripted, translated Islam according to his own infertile mind. And then imagine being roasted for the rest of eternity. Oh my God, that's bad. And of course, the mastermind, who trained him was a Taliban commander named Umar Hamas, because nothing says bad decisions like, combining 2 terror franchises into one cinematic universe. But seriously, imagine your plan being so dumb that even your own recruit goes, well, are we the bad guys? Yes, Naimatullah, yes, you are. Look, if your idea of religion involves a detonator, it's not faith. It's a software bug in your brain. You're just reminding extremists everywhere before you fight in the name of Allah, maybe try reading what Allah actually said. So, Taliban go and shake hands with idol worshippers in India who have been murdering Muslims in their own country, in Kashmir, in Burma, in Bangladesh, around the world. And they unite hands to fight against the only Muslim nuclear power in the world who has the authority and the impact to defend Islam and Muslims. The defenders of the Makkah and Medina, alhamdulillah, Pakistan. They are calling upon jihad against the defenders of Makkah and Medina. Wow. This is what happens when you eat a lot of daswar. Your brain stops functioning. My God, unbelievable. So the Taliban promises to behave. So we've got a journalist, a former CIA operative in Afghanistan, Sarah Adams, and there's a very big statement from her, and she says there are more than 45 TTP terrorist camps inside Afghanistan. More than 45. That's not terrorism, according, that's a subscription service. At this point, TTP's got more locations than McDonald's Pakistan, tells the Taliban. So at this point, TTP's got more locations in Afghanistan than McDonald's has got in Pakistan. Unbelievable. Pakistan tells the Taliban, hey, maybe stop giving these guys free rent, and the Taliban goes to Qatar. Right? Because all great peace talks happen between air-conditioned, malls, and says, we promise no more sheltering terrorists. And that was a pinky swear, if you know what that means. Oh, sure. Their air. And then their defense minister, Muhammad Yaqub Mujahid, proudly declares, the defense minister says, Afghanistan has never recognized the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan, and they only recognize the Durand line, which is quite close, in which more than half of KPK, is cut, and it reaches Attock, which is quite close to Islamabad. So they claim that all of this part is Afghanistan, basically. And the current international border between Pakistan and Afghanistan, they don't recognize it. Hey, Talib, bro, maybe in your imagination, but let me give you a reality check. You cross that imaginary border that you do not recognize, and will bring you to reality, and we will make you recognize the border, and you will say it that I accept this as the border. You do not mess with Pakistan. This is a clear message to Afghans and the Talibans who think, who can imagine on the behest of the enemies of Islam that you think, you can claim the Durand line and all within as Afghanistan. Why don't you dare to step into the border that you do not agree or recognize and see what outcomes you will get? Let's talk about cricket now. Afghan cricketers, Indian media, social media outrage. Everyone is screaming except, plot twist, no one actually got the hurt. The attack happened in a mountainous area. Nature did more damage than anyone else. Just listen to him, what he said. No Afghan player was killed or injured. The place where the Pak forces bombed was a mountainous area. Listen to him. You see? Unbelievable. So they propagated lies for 3 straight days. BCCI is tweeting, Rashid Khan, we trained you. He was tweeting against Pakistan. The cricketers are killed. And they have not been able to produce a single image or picture of the body or evidence that these civilians or cricketers were killed. This is what happens when you go and sit in the lap of India, idol worshippers who are kafir, and you are buying their lies and selling their lies just for an IPL ticket, or just and after the match party. Pakistan has been building cricket in Afghanistan for years. We gave them facilities, let them play domestically in our country while they were refugees. Even let them figure out how to swing a bat when they did not even have proper grounds or knew how to hold a bloody bat. Gifted coaching infrastructure, mentorship, basically the starter pack for international cricket, absolutely free. Remember Muhammad Nabi? He proudly told the story of being a refugee in Pakistan. How Pakistan hosted him, supported him, helped him grow. Let's go fast forward. Now here's let's say the narratives change. Look what Nabi previously said. And yet some Afghan players are now blaming Pakistan. It's like living in someone's guest house for years, then leaving a scathing Yelp review because they did not, repaint the walls fast enough. Times do change indeed, sometimes, faster than a cricket ball hitting the stumps. Meanwhile, Babar Azam gifts, Rahmatullah Gurbaz a cricket bat after a historic win, a symbol of friendship and sportsmanship, and yet some media and fans act like we invented the helping them win problem. So here's a scoreboard, folks. Pakistan helped you play cricket, you grew, you won, you became international stars, and now some of you are tweeting like we're the bad guy. Moral of the story is gratitude is like cricket. Easy to learn, hard to remember when the commentary gets political. And I wouldn't mind Afghan cricketers tweeting against Pakistan. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I understand your nationalism. But at least tweet the truth. Why are you spreading lies? And by the way, it is a sin to speak lies in Islam. So we've got another story now, interesting one now. King Trump and the poop fighter jet. This Saturday, tens of thousands of Americans marched in over 2,700 cities. Minneapolis, Washington, and everywhere in between, shouting one simple slogan: no kings in America. Yes, Americans are protesting authoritarianism, concentrating power, and the general phase and the general. Please don't turn the country into a monarchy vibe. But then Trump happened. And Trump's response? He's made an artificial intelligence video of himself plotting a fighter jet, himself piloting a fighter jet and dropping poop on the protesters. Yes, unbelievable. Now imagine the scene, millions demanding democracy. And the president's solution is virtual poop. Pakistanis watching are like, bhai, ye diplomacy hai ya TikTok challenge hai. Meanwhile, Americans are, angry, social media is shocked, and Trump calls himself the GOAT. And Pakistanis know the feeling. Leadership can be dramatic, ridiculous, and confusing all at once. Lesson for everyone in 2025, even the most powerful democracy can, turn protests into a CGI poop fest, and somehow people clap anyway. Unbelievable. And this is the President of the United States. Sindh Food Authority seized 80 kilograms of dead chicken meat. So guys, let's move on to Pakistan and Karachi. And Karachi and Sindh never disappoint you because, they are in competition with the most developed countries in the world. So this weekend, Gulberg Police and the Sindh Food Authority seized 80 kilograms of dead chicken meat in Musa Colony. Yes, dead chicken. Not fried, not grilled, dead. Apparently, some entrepreneurs were trying to, feed Karachi, but the zombie way. The suspects were caught red-handed, preparing to transport the meat to various eateries. Karachi's residents are now officially living in a city where your biryani could be haunted. Imagine this pitch. Eat at our restaurant. Chicken so fresh, it just died. Last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, who knows, somewhere, it died. So someone finally realized the chicken wasn't moving and thought, maybe we check Karachi, where traffic jams, load shedding, and now expired chicken deliveries are all part of the authentic city experience brought to you by Pakistan People's Party. Tourists take note, we're spicy, chaotic, and occasionally undead. So it's a tip to the chicken mafia. Next time, at least give your poultry a proper send-off. Karachi at least deserves that. I mean, Karachiites can eat dead chicken. Lahoris eat donkeys, bro. So that's going to work. So there's another breaking news. And have you guys imagined how fast the time is moving? You wake up, a blink of an eye, and it's night. So there's a scientific theory behind this. So Earth's speeding up, guys. It's time to lose a second. So apparently Earth is in a hurry. No, not in the traffic on Shahra-e-Faisal. The planet itself is spinning faster than ever. So by 2029, scientists might have to subtract a second from our clocks. Wow. You do not need to panic. It's just 1 second off the clocks. Although, honestly, Karachi traffic could use the same treatment. Take a second off every red light and we'd reach work faster. This faster rotation is apparently because of melting ice caps and shifting Earth's mass. So while we're busy sweating in 50 degrees Celsius weather, the planet's having its own midlife crisis. Pakistanis, I feel you, Tech systems might break, your GPS might go haywire, your online banking might glitch, and God forbid your, dahi, puri delivery could be delayed by just a second. Chaos, absolute chaos. Imagine your phone popping up, time's up, literally. You're left because Earth said so. And guys, if you're late for work in 2029, just blame it on Earth's new speed limit. Try telling your boss that, sir, it wasn't me. It was the planet spinning faster. So remember, even time can't keep up. And honestly, neither can we. Wow, it is happening. Time is moving faster than light almost. So ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for tonight. From exploding terrorists to poop-dropping presidents, undead chicken, and a planet in a hurry. If you thought 2025 was chaotic, just wait. We're only getting started. Next episode of the Almost Serious Show will dive into more absurd headlines, questionable heroes, and stories so ridiculous you'll wonder if the news team switched to a comedy channel. No, they didn't. Good night, Pakistanis. Sleep tight, keep laughing, and we'll see you next episode with even more chaos and sarcasm. And remember, Do not fall for misinformation and fight this war with Pakistan, because on the digital front, we need to teach these Indians and these Afghans a lesson who are spreading lies. Let's give them the truth. Good night, everyone.